Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. There's a website for this, schifferbooks.com. They're on the side if you'd like to look that up. Supportive Oracle cards, Magic Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. It's by Hay House. The website's hayhouse.com, hayhouse.com. I haven't looked it up. This deck is from 2002, so I believe Hay House is definitely, I'm pretty sure it is. I think they still do calendars at the very least. I think they do a lot of stuff. I just don't know if that's still the actual website for them or not. So if you might need to like go to like a browser or like or a search engine like Bing to find their current website. I don't know. Just in case you're looking for it and you're having a hard time, that's why I'm throwing that out there. What do we got for Sagittarius? I don't know why we wanted... Okay. I think things are going to go really well, but... First things first, it starts off the release of stress. I don't think that's bad, right? You got these cards upside down. Safe home protection and strength. I just feel like I lost control of something, or I lost hold of something. Something got out of my grasp. I just feel like this reminds me of like when my cat plays with some yarn or something and gets it around my feet and I stumble and fall on my face. You know, when he's just kind of running around and knocks things over. It just kind of feels like it gets out of my control and I'm just like, okay, great. Gotta throw that out. He just broke that. So it's kind of like that feeling, like, all right, I mean, crazy cat, what's going to happen? It also kind of has that feeling where it's very frustrating, but when it's all said and done, you're like, well, it was just a possession. I guess I'll move on with my life. It does. It's like, it's subjective how upsetting this is for you. Because they are showing me my cat when he's broken glasses and stuff and broken things that I really liked. And at the moment, I was pretty upset with some of the things he's broken. But when I calm down, because he goes in here, because I yell and he hides. Smart cat. Afterwards, you know, I'm just like, well, it was just a possession anyway, and I still love my cat. So, it's fine. Like, not like he knew. Like, he's just being a ridiculous cat. And it's kind of like after it's all said and done, you're like, well, whatever. I mean, I don't really like the fact that that's destroyed, but life goes on. Page of Pentacles reversed. What's this other one? Nine of Swords. This is the release of stress. Right side up, it's stress. Reversed, it's the release of stress. I think these are the only upside down ones. I typically read right side up cards because I think it's easier for people to follow, but if they insist on coming in upside down, we can do that. It's fine. But I'm getting like the lack of my connection to this situation and the lack of stress because of it. So that might be like a silver lining in the long run, kind of like, you know, it was a stressful situation and it's not anymore. It definitely depends on what you're dealing with. So that's subjective to how you feel about it, of course. Things are moving on. When it's over, it's over. Again, I'm getting this vision of my cat destroying something on me, but once I clean it up, I then had a place to get something new, and I replaced it, and I found something new, and I'm like, well, I like that too, so now I have a place for that. So, in the long run, it works out. It's fine. The situation still is fine, whatever that means. Things move forward. Alright, so then we're coming into the next energy. This, whatever went wrong and you lost control of and it got out of your grasp, it then left an opening for something new to come in. Oh, I like that. Something that's already in progress that you very much match with. Harmony with the Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Coins, Pentacles, Coins, it's all Earth. There's a lot already here, and it's always good to feel needed. Not to the point of desperation, I get you there. But there's something, you have this open spot now. You add into a new situation, and you are very appreciated right off the bat. You fit right in, and I feel like when you're starting off, at least, you're feeling like, okay, I can make a difference here. And quite frankly, you want to feel like worthwhile. You want to put your efforts towards something worth it, right? You know, you don't want to just keep writing the same sentence 50,000 times for no reason. Like, you know, chocolate chips have chocolate in them. You don't want to write that 50,000 times. Why would you do that? You want to, like, do something that makes a difference. Chocolate chips have chocolate in them? Don't know. Don't know why I said that, but makes sense. All of this is in the environment. Is that the sun? It is the sun card. I saw it before and I forgot it was there. Whatever something left, very disappointing, very unhappy. I didn't like it. You went into something so much better. And in a few different levels, not just for you, but for whatever you're connected with. I almost feel like I moved out of one location and moved in with like a relative or something. And when I move in with this relative, at first I'm not sure it's the best idea, but they're definitely like, no, I would love to have you here. And you're like, okay, it's not bad. It's not a bad idea. But then I feel more safe with them. I have somebody to talk to that I trust. I can help them pick up things that they can't pick up on their own. I feel like they're safer with me there. Everything's so much better. They love having you around. They have a lot of ideas since you're there. They feel like you're a victory. They love having you around. It's kind of like that energy. Whoever or whatever you're connected to, there was a lot of work that needed to get done, and it's good for you, it's good for them. This is like win-win. That's what I'm looking for. Win for you, win for them. I feel like, you know, I'm happy, very happy with this. This is also a temporary situation. And I'm already like getting this idea like somebody started a job and you're not looking at this like a temporary situation, but I do get that this is. On the upswing, when it's time for it to end, you will be ready for it to end. So this, whatever the situation is, I feel like you're enjoying it while it's happening. It's temporary though. Now temporary could last up to a year from what I'm getting. Up to. But again, it's kind of like when it's time for it to move on, something else will have presented itself to you, and it's going to be time for you to move into that next arena, and you're going to be the one in control of when it ends. I feel like you're going to have that feeling that, you know, when it's done, it's done. I've done all I can do here. Keep that in mind going forward. If you're literally helping somebody, you want to teach them how to be self-sufficient. You want to teach them to be able to do it without your presence. You want to help set them up with patterns if possible. Because you're not always going to be there. And when you're going to help this situation get up to speed, but you're not meant to stay there to help it maintain for years and years and years. You're just helping it get up to speed. Things will have to change. This is a temporary connection, and you will be ready to go on to something else afterwards. When you do leave, and it will happen is what I'm getting, whoever else it is not going to really want you to leave, but they seem to understand. Kind of like it was only a temporary connection. They would have loved for it to be for the rest of their life, whatever that means. But they're going to understand, like, all right, you have other things you have to do. This isn't going to match that way. It was good while it was good. But it's up to them to keep this together and to take what you've taught them and continue on with it. This is not permanent. You're not locking into this for the rest of your life, whatever it is. You're going to leave on good terms with this too, by the way, because I feel like somebody's saying, well, I think this is a romance thing. I'm also getting that, kind of like, well, this is a romance I just started, and I don't understand why that would go well at the end. Or I'm getting you're going to outgrow this romance. It's good while it's good, but when it's time to move on, they're going to understand. I feel like you're ending this on positive terms. It's a peaceful ending. It may not be a complete ending, but like whatever the terms of it are at the moment, they will change, and a year at the most is what I'm getting. I do feel like this is somebody that you're on good terms with when it ends. Keep that in mind too. This is a temporary situation. I feel like for the most of them, they're gonna accept when it's time for you to move on, and you're gonna move on your terms. I really feel like that's this whole point. The whole point of this whole reading is to like give you that heads up. Like this is not going to be a permanent situation. It's temporary, but it's good. It's very good for you. It's very good for whoever you're with, whatever the situation, be it a work situation, a relationship. Maybe it's a temporary living situation, or maybe you think it's going to be a permanent living situation. Whatever it is, it's definitely temporary. Great for while it's here, but always keep that in the back of your mind. I'm not going to stay here forever. At the most, probably a year. I think they're just trying to give you that heads up because I feel like it just works to your advantage just to have that in the back of your head now, because you'll keep your eye out. Like, since this is probably going to be temporary anyway, let me just keep my eye out. I think it's going to be something like that. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you. Oh, and the donation information is at the bottom, too, if you'd like to donate, of course. Thank you, and you have a good day.